Clementine from Visions of Atlantis, and you're watching Love Tinder.
So how you doing? You doing with this summer weather? And would it be a challenge for you for the show?
Well, we were checking the weather forecast for sure, and when we saw it's gonna be the peak of temperature right during our set, we were like, it's not gonna be hell enough. We need to bring some pyro. So to the hell of this weather, the dryness of the summer solstice here in France, we added pyros, we added fire, because it's part of our show in our mindset, you know. And yeah, it was ridiculously hot, and the crowd was in the sun, and I was like, I'm so sorry guys, asking you to jump, asking you to roll, but we couldn't resist. This was wonderful to share together, and the heat is a part of it anyway.
Yeah.
We're always like sweating like hell on stage. So
how was
we embraced it.
Yeah, the fire?
It was 10 meters flames. I felt like I was roasting, but at the same time, it's empowering, you know, to trust your performance, to know you're giving something to the people, you're sharing energy, you're sharing this just a show, you know, like, and it's metal, so we were very happy to be able to do that, very happy to be here for the very first time. So.
And as an artist, it's an achievement to play such gigs.
Absolutely, it's a sign of recognition and a sign of trust also, you know, that is just incomparable, and I still don't realize that just played Hellfest for the first time. As a French person, it's even more symbolic because it's my country, and there was a moment on stage where I felt it all at the very beginning, and I couldn't hold my microphone. I was shaking because I was like, this is one of my dreams of sharing my music with you guys, and it felt so big. It felt so big for me. But then I was like, no, you can do this. So stick to the show, just have fun, give it all to the crowd there, and it's gonna be fine. And I think we had an amazing time.
So what did you have in mind? Because you have to deal with the fire, where to place, the lyrics, it could be a mess, you know, but you have to be straight and concentrated.
Yeah. Well, it helps to, like, we just came out of a North American tour the whole month of April. We were on the road, so we know our set, we know our songs, and my mix in my ears was a nightmare. I didn't have guitars, I didn't have clicks for half the sets. It's like I couldn't hear my own band, and so it was definitely challenging. But we know our songs so well that at some point we can allow. It's like I know my performance, so everything that could be distracting, I could pay attention to it to fix what's distracting and keep the road, keep walking straight on my lane, because I know my songs, I know my lyrics, I know my performance. But it's definitely challenging. I'm not saying I'm perfect, not at all, but I'm saying, like, I've learned to keep my center, to master the hurricane, no matter what happens, and experience there played a huge role. We played in a lot of different conditions, and this forged your resilience also. So, yeah.
You started singing at the age of 9, right?
Yeah, I mean, I remember I always sang as long as I started to be able to use the voice as a child. And yeah, at school it started to be part of the choirs and all at night, and then going on.
But when did you think about like a professional, and you said, yeah, I could do that for real?
When I was 5, I remember I told my mom, I want to be a singer or a painter. And I think that there are moments in life that takes you away from what you really want to do, because you have to be reasonable and you have to study, and then you got to have a real job, you know, like artist is not a real job. You're a woman, whatever, I heard it all. But at some point I managed to come back to that spark were expressing and delivering, interpreting songs, giving them a life and a soul, and sharing that with people was the thing that brought me the most joy. So I thought, this is that I need to pursue, and I was like, no matter what, this is what I'm trying to do, and if I do it right, maybe at some point I manage to just do just that, you know? So I think very early on I knew the artist path was mine, because anyway, I tried the normal path and it was not for me. So yeah, I embraced it at some point. But I thought, when you have a vocation, I don't know if that's the right word in English though, but if you feel a calling for something, you might feel it early on, or not, but when you feel it this way, if you ignore it, you just end up in a very unhappy place, and I don't want to be on this earth unhappy.
So follow your path, follow your instincts.
Yeah, follow your calling. Like, listen inside to what comes up. Like, you want to try something new, you want to try something you've never done, just do it, and you might find meaning in it. And when you do find a meaning that is so powerful that you feel like this is the priority of your life, and everything else has to be around it, and you gain so much force, so much power to do so.
So this is what you would recommend to our little girl, maybe watching this video?
Yeah, she should just be herself, for genuinely, like listening to what she really feels gives her that joy, that feeling of expansion, that feeling of, this makes my energy out and going, compared to other things that make you shrink and tiny and lose confidence. There are things that just empower you, no matter what it is. It could be neating, could be empowering. You know, there's no judgment on what gives you that feeling, but the thing that gives you that feeling gives meanings to your life. And I think little girls should learn to not listen to other voices than their own, unless it's a voice that comes from love and wants to show a path or give an advice to help guide these feelings that people have towards things that they want to do. You know, it's like, but the voices that are just criticism, fear, jealousy are not the ones one should listen to. But it's not easy, because sometimes they're disguised under voices of love when it comes from family and friends, people that you think you can trust for their opinion, but they just don't want you to shine. No.
And which is deep, it's very serious, with Visions of Atlantis, this band that you have joined 13 years ago.
Yeah.
What a journey, and yeah, it seems that the adventure goes on, and pretty happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like the band is not, like, it doesn't feel 13 years to me, because it really started to be very real when we released Pirates 3 years ago. The 2 albums before were really nice, really good. Like, it brought us, it started to give us experience. We started to play music together as a band, you know. But Pirates, we put so much more of ourselves in it, especially with Michele that joined and brought his talents on songwriting, especially with Pirates 2, that is 100% his music, with me together. So yeah, it's an amazing journey, but it feels like it's still fresh to us, and we still have so much fire and energy to bring in way further on.
So it seems that this album, really 3 years ago, it's like very, very unique, and it's like a not new adventure for the band, but something very strong.
Yeah, because we officialized our soul out there by dressing up as our message, which is about freedom. You know, it's about be free to pursue your path, having your own values. This is what being a pirate means to us. It's not about just drinking beer. And it's a whole metaphor for embracing the meaning of your own life, being unique, because everyone's unique. So That's being a pirate. And because we decided to go for this message, it empowered all of us, and it feels more real for all of us, and stronger too. We feel stronger by showing up the way we feel like we had to show up.
So this cut of pirates is very strong. Today we don't know that, but yeah, they're very straight to their code.
Yeah.
And very. So I think we lost these values, you know, today, of being straight and straight to your neighborhood or to the clan.
Yeah.
And so Visions of Atlantis, is it now only pirates, or this imagery is forever, I would say?
Well, forever, I can't promise that because I don't have a crystal ball. Maybe at some point would like to show up in a different way. But as I said, it's not just the costumes, it's a mindset. And this mindset is ours. Like the 5 of us are a pirate in their own ways. So showing it and dressing up as pirates and creating this fantasy, romantic, fictional pirate world makes total sense to us, and it's connected to the lyrics, and it's connected to who we are. So at the moment, there's no reason why we should
continue.
There's no reason why we should change that, because it does resonate with us. Plus we enjoy this so much. It's so much fun too.
And there's an imagery world to explore, I would say.
Absolutely.
Great. Plus, it's very visual, and this is for me the future for music.
Oh yeah.
It's only music. It's not only music. It's the pyros, the theatrical stuff, and I think it's a huge change. You know.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
I agree that when you take a pool of bands that do the same thing and one will have a stronger visual universe, it might be more appealing because you feel the creative value is just bigger, and there's more to it than just the music. There's maybe, as we said, a code or a way of life, or just aesthetics that transports you, or just are beautiful, and it's a piece of art is around the music is just bigger. The artist, as I said, the artistic value is growing, and it's not just the music. But at the same time, when you listen to music and it's just music, you don't when you just listen to it. It has to move you and give you something that you feel that has nothing to do with all of that. Because it all comes down to the music anyway. You can put a beautiful packaging and a beautiful imagery to something that has no substance musically. I'm not so sure that people will really click to it, you know. So I think the music needs to still speak to the soul of people. But if on top of that there is a universe and something more to explore, it makes it just more appealing, maybe.
So this is the artist point of view, and you also deal with dealing with concerts in Lyon. Is this still the case?
Yeah.
So how do you manage to do that, and how do you see the artist in the center of the concert? It's more and more difficult. The costs of
touring,
bus, everything is more and more expensive. So
it is a complicated period of time. With the crisis in the world making all the costs of everything explode, and also COVID made so many. Just talk about that. So many tour bus companies went bankrupt. So there are way less tour bus than before. So the tour bus companies are free to do the costs they want because there is so much demand. So even us as a band, we used to play around €1,000 per day for a nightliner. now it's at least 2,500. So we need to have higher fees to cover this. But then, do we bring more people? Not necessarily, because we have our growth as well. That maybe is not on the same line as the inflation, you know. So of course, promoters need to raise the price tickets, and we've seen that for every band, every artist, everywhere, all around the world. Like tickets for concerts have gone crazy, but that's unfortunately the downside of, as you said, like all the costs everywhere. So we, as a promoter in Lyon, so it sounds like Hell Productions, we try to hold on. We had to raise the tickets price too, also on the demand of the agents, because they need to make money on the profits. We share the profits with bands, so we had to raise the prices, and we try to hold on. The good thing is that in all of this background and context, the metal fan is still there. The metal fan is someone you so much can rely on, because we share that passion for artists and live shows, and people are still coming to shows. So as long as they want to see those bands, then it can work. The day where people are tired of metal shows and metal bands, then we'll have a problem.
So as you were talking about fans, what's the most surprising gift from fan?
Most surprising gift? Oh, I had a fan from nearby Lyon who on a festival came to see us, and he came along with a gift, and it was a huge pirate ship made of wood by hand, like an old piece, but it was literally, it needed a 1 by 1 meter at least box to be carried. It was a beautiful piece, and the problem was that we couldn't bring it on because we were flying. And we had no box for it, so we were like, we're getting home. So he gifted it to us, but he still has it at his place. But that was a wonderful pirate ship. Yeah.
What's next for the band? You should have at least thinking about new music.
Yeah, we're already writing new material. Yeah, because Meek is an amazing channeler of songs, and he's already been writing, I don't know, 12 tracks already, but we need to keep writing and take the best out of this. But so we're constantly writing, and we're already putting some songs down for a new record. And then of course we have an amazing summer season, like Summerside, Rock Marathon, Rock Hearts, Metal on the Hill, and then a couple of shows with Gloria Hammond, with Aberfall. We play Pop Power USA, headline the first night, so it's amazing. And then in February we're on tour, co-headline with our friends from Walkings. We play France twice. We play l'Élysée Montmartre and Lyon in February. So we can't wait for this as well. It's gonna be a great tour. It's gonna be a lot of fun with them. And yeah, and then new album should come
next year.
Maybe end of next year, maybe 2027. We'll see.
What about to finish? I love this Exit Eden project, especially with Anna Brenner. I love his voice. I love this character, I would say. And I think the three of yours, it's a great melting pot of great voices, totally different. So any chance to have?
For now, when it comes to concerts, there's nothing really planned. It's a bit complicated to bring us on stage at the moment. But there's a desire for this. There's also talks for a new album. But right now, it's not yet ongoing.